How was I supposed to call on his name? I was searching. And my heart became heavy with a conviction I couldn't hide, but not one person tried to explain what that meant. Maybe nobody was sent for me. Maybe I'm just too dirty. And the Father's forgiveness wasn't meant for me to obtain. Maybe I wasn't meant to change. And I know you aren't ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, so it has to be me. It has to be me being too hostile for Jesus Christ to right all of my wrongs. It must be me. Not knowing I had to fight my way in to belong to the body. Maybe I should keep going to these parties. I mean, they hardly know who I am, but they show me love and they shake my hand and they sacrifice the time to tell me the enemy's plan for my life. I don't like how it sounds, but I like being around that affection. It's hard to leave. What was I supposed to believe? I was searching. And my heart was ready to receive something substantial, but not one person tried to explain how to handle this body of sin. Maybe I'm supposed to give in. Because if someone was wise enough to win this soul, wouldn't they be commissioned to be here, holding a copy of that holy word? And I know I don't deserve it the way you did, but if I can just figure out how to earn my salvation the way you did, I can probably find some kind of comfort and imitate the way you hear from all of this fear. How was I supposed to hear? I was searching. My heart was hungry, but we're at work talking about what I did last weekend, and you just piggyback and preach how the old Jew would be friends at doing dirt. Maybe you didn't go to church. And maybe you weren't reminded that the work of God is that I believe in him whom he sent, because if heaven really had room for me to repent, I know you would consider our time better spent commenting on that which you have seen and heard. And you would declare that to me, that I also may be preserved through fellowship with the Father. Instead of implying true fellowship is the responsibility of the robber to reach. How was I supposed to know? I needed to beg God's people to preach. I was searching, and I was begging that the body be beseeched to walk worthy in the calling with which they were called, with all lowliness and gentleness, bear with one another in love. Maybe these hands were designed to show, because above all else you pray that you prosper, even as your soul prospers. And outreach into an imposter could bother the balance, but it's confusing when you won't dig into my testimony, but you will take my talent, then vouch for my heart to be true. But if the Son is saying, depart from me, I never knew you intimately, maybe it isn't so good to give my iniquity so much room to work, because it hurts me more when you tell me I'm okay. If Jesus Christ is the only way, the only truth in the life, you should be challenging me to bind that around my neck and write that on the tablet of my heart before we start with the favor and the high esteem. And no, I'm not trying to earn my way on your team. I just thought you would sit with some good news regarding the distance between me and the peace that surpasses all understanding. I thought the harvest was demanding you to speak. I thought that you had beautiful feet that were once and for all showered with the preparation of the gospel of peace and reconciliation. Is the power of God unto salvation. It's the conversation he commanded you to have about an unconditional love that you should love to explain. How was I supposed to call on his name?